before the court today we have Mr. Buggy and we have Mr. Mikey's, right? So this is a case where the plaintiff, Mr. Buggy, is claiming that Mr. Mikey's has trespassed against his rights, that he's vandalized his property, he's been in his personal space, he's created really a lot of situations of stress and frustration for him, and Mr. Mikey's is going to present his case. Now let me address, I am the authority of the court. There will be no disrespect. There will be no physical or verbal assaults against either party. Do you all understand?
Yes.
Okay, so let me explain how this is going to go. First thing, after the bailiff swears the plaintiff and the defendant in, we're going to have the lawyers plead their cases. Now, if you all want to bring them to the witness stand at some point, you can. Any questions you have, please approach the bench and I'll be able to address those questions. All right, so now we're going to start with the swearing in of the plaintiff, Mr. Buggy, along with the defendant, Mr. Mikey's. Court is now in session.
Now, Mr. Buggy, can you raise your left hand and put your right hand on the Bible? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Mikey's, raise your left hand and put your right hand on the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All right.
Chief.
As discussed earlier, we will now have the lawyers. We have for the plaintiff, Miss Adri, Ariel Ivy. For the defendant, Mr. Mikey's, we have Mr. Andre Ivy Jr. All right, so starting with the plaintiff. Can you state your claim? Can you approach the bench, please? Have your client get on the side. I need you to approach the bench. Your client, does he know? Has he ever been to court? Stand up, sir. This is a court of law. Okay? So, please present your case. Your lawyer is talking first.
Okay, so it started when Buggy and Marquise were very good cousins. I was actually the best of cousins.
Okay?
But then one day, Marquise started acting, let's say, rude. And, disrespecting Buggy, teasing Buggy and all this. And we couldn't take it. So that's how they got in a whole argument.
And that's how you all ended up in court today.
Yeah.
So you're saying today, based on the presentation, the facts, and the witnesses that you have, you'll be able to prove that your client, the plaintiff, Mr. Buggy, is indeed correct in his allegations against Mr. Marquise. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Andre Ivy Jr., you may approach the bench, please. All right, and what is your position?
I like to say, I have questions for when that exact date occurred.
Okay.
Also, Buggy may say that Kesey annoys him, but he doesn't know that Kesey's just really excited to see him. Think about it. Every time Kesey's always hugging on him and doing, he's really excited. Think about it. He has no brothers at home. He only has sisters. Well, he has a little brother, but he's not old enough to play with him yet. So think about it. That's all I have to say.
Okay. All right. Great deal. All right. So let's get started. Are you going to have your client
Yeah,
approach the bench, Mr. Buggy? All right. So the first thing we're going to do is have you ask him questions to prove your position. So just ask him questions that led up to the situation that we're talking about. So get in front of your client, please. Ask him a series of questions to highlight or to give us an overview of what's happened.
Give us an example of how Marquise annoys you.
Stand on the side so that the cameraman can get you. Mr. Buggy, did you hear what she said? Give her an example of when Mr. Marquise has bugged you or irritated you.
Kissy always calls me dookie face or like far face and call me fat all the time. He just makes fun of me.
Okay, that's not good. All right, so when did this, how long has this been happening?
About 2 months.
Wow.
2 months.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions you have? Because it's going to be cross-examination, so he's going to ask him whatever questions I allow. So you might want to get it in. Any other questions you have for your client? You want to say, I rest my case?
I rest my case.
All right, so now we want to have Mr. Andre Ivy Jr. approach the bench. I want you to ask Mr. Buggy a series of questions about what your client's position is or how maybe he's gotten us the wrong way. Ask away.
I take it here, Mr. Buggy, that Mikey's here, all right, starts every argument. He does? Okay.
Well, not every.
Okay.
Half.
Half.
I'm just telling
So
the truth.
it's your fault. Half of this is your fault too, huh?
Yes.
There you
Half
go.
of it is his fault.
There you
Okay,
go.
okay. That's all I need to hear. Another question. So, give us an example. No, give us a moment when he started first.
Like when I keep on playing stuff, he tries to get in my business and he laughs too much right in my face. It's like that's annoying. So then I tell him to leave and get out of my face or something, and he just be like, "No, I'm not doing anything."
Thank you. Can you give me a moment where you started the argument?
Okay. I always bother him and stuff too.
No, can you give me a moment and when that happened?
Oh, okay. So I punched him, like, cause he's been annoying. It's like I keep on punching.
Okay, so thank you. That's okay.
This. or
All the
something.
rest of it. Wow. Okay. Great deal. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have Mr. Marquise approach the bench, and Mr. Andre Ivy Jr. Can you question your plaintiff your defendant or your client?
All right, Marquise. Okay, I have a question to ask you, and that is, do you feel that most of this is your fault or his fault?
I'm sorry. No he is, no pronouns. I need you to refer to the plaintiff.
Do you
specifically.
feel like this is your fault or Buggy's fault?
Well,
What do you mean you don't know?
like the same. We both get on each other's nerves.
True.
Yeah.
Yes, but every time I do something nice for him, then when I come up to him and I say, "Want to play or something?" Then he says, "No, Keys. You always be mean." Then I be like, "I just did and all that and stuff for you and all that stuff."
So why do you feel he has this anger toward you? Why do you feel that?
Because a couple days ago, I like just.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. That is, you cannot have any additional conversations. I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. Lawyer, you need to silence your client, okay? This is a very formal procedure. If you have something to say, mention it or write it down to your lawyer and we will address it. We're keeping order today. I have 2 more cases after you all. I need complete order. Do you understand? Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, you are. Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Like I was saying, why do you feel that Buggy has this much anger toward you?
You know, like when me and you were playing sushi.
A Japanese food game that we played.
Thank you for clarifying.
So we're playing that. You promised me and Buggy act like we never met each other. So then so we did. So the next, and then he said he promised us a deal. He promised us if we get along, he'd give us $1. He'll buy something from Hobby Lobby, or I forgot the other one. But so the next day I said, "Come on, Bugs, come on." Then when I'd be nice to him, he says, "No, Keys, leave me alone," and all that stuff. So then he starts calling people names and doing this. Then then we always do stuff. Then I said,
I have to interject. Can you please keep your client on task? I mean, it seems like he's rambling, and I want to make sure that the juror understands exactly what he's saying. Can you get to the point, please? Straight and direct. No disrespect, but I need you to speak facts only. Seems like you're going, kind of above and across the issue.
No, that's true. That's true. Then I said, "Stop, Bugs. Remember what AJ said? We got to be nice." No. Then he said, "No, Keys. I don't have to be your friend because he just won't. He just want us to be good so he can give us
Sir, have you been drinking today? Have you been drinking today?
No.
Sir, have you been smoking? Are you
No.
under the influence of any drug or
I'm
alcohol?
young.
So I'm sorry?
I'm young.
There are a lot of young people strung out on drugs. I'm just because you're rambling is getting me a little confused. I need
It's
you
called
back.
stuttering.
Oh, okay. Can you not jump on the witness stand? Just can you put your foot down? Can you control your client?
You gotta relax. This is $5,000.
Okay, are you done questioning your witness?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Cross-examination. Miss Adriana Ivy, can you approach the bench, please? Cross-examination is in effect. Mr. Marquise, I am not done.
Get my drink.
We're gonna have a recess. When I said
Contempt
we'll
of
have a
court.
recess. How dare you? Do you not understand the authority of the court? Next time it happens, I'm gonna hold them in contempt.
You gotta calm down, son. It's a real court case.
I'm thirsty. My mouth is.
You did take
You're out of control. You're out of control. This whole court is out of control.
recess.
Do you understand contempt?
He said recess.
You know what? No.
No, he said
That's
You
the
wanna lose the
bailiff.
court case. Calm down and get loose the court case.
Andre said
You know what?
recess.
If I listen, I understand the juror has to rule on this, but based on your behavior, your antics, I'm tending to believe that this gentleman right here has a righteous claim against you. I've seen your behavior. You're hard-headed. You want to take a drink when you want to take a drink. Court's still in session. I have not called a recess at this point. How dare you? Now the next time something happens, I'm gonna enlist the bailiff, and he will take you to court or take you to jail.
He said recess.
No.
He's like the part about the judge.
Lawyers approach the bench. Lawyers approach the bench now. Lawyers approach my bench now. Right here. This is my bench. Why would y'all bring such a case before me? Are you...
That's like a drinking water.
Listen.
You know what? I am so tempted, Mr. Ivy, to make a ruling right now. You know I have the authority to do that. I can call it right now.
I know. It won't happen again.
You know what? You need to have a conversation with him. Bailiff, can you get in your post, please? Get on your post.
I was getting my.
Thank you. One more outburst from your client. He's going to jail automatically. Mr. Buggy wins the case. Everything that you're asking for, you will get. One more outburst. Okay, foot down. Miss Ivy, can you come and cross-examine this defendant, please? Do you have any questions for him?
Why do you call Buggy names?
Because he calls me names.
But why do you feel the need to call him names? We can just settle it like cousins do and move on with it.
Well, sometimes I do that, but that don't always happen.
Can you stand over here so that the cameraman can get you, please? Thank you.
And why, when Buggy is playing Roblox, why do you laugh at him and get in his face? When he's not bothering anybody, he's playing his game.
I'm just thinking of old memories.
Ass?
Examples, please.
What?
Example of memories.
Oh, like start doing the same thing and something funny pops up.
Okay. At this point, there's a witness, Miss Sayada, Marie Cockerham. Can you approach the bench, please? Bailiff, can you swear her in?
Take that skirt off.
Can you?
All right, Miss Sayada.
Sir. Do you see what you're
Left
calling
hand
someone?
up, right hand down, right hand on the Bible.
Oh.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, that help you God?
I do. When they was playing basketball.
So she's on the.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Would you like to offer anything to the court in regards to the case that we have before us today?
When they was playing basketball, they was fighting.
Who is they, ma'am? There are a lot of people in this courtroom.
Marquise and Buggy.
So who started the fight from your perspective? When you first saw the fight start, who caused it? who started it? No, ma'am, I need you to be verbal with us because we have our court reporter.
Oh my.
No objections!
I locked you up, boy.
Casey, stop yelling out. Stay calm.
Okay, I'm gonna
This is why this.
Miss Ayala,
He's being calm.
I need you not to point. We have a court reporter that's typing, okay? She cannot type a glance or a stare or a point. I need you to be verbal. Say the name. Who started the fight on the basketball court?
Maggie,
Marquise. Yes?
because somebody was kicking bugs.
Who was kicking bugs? You mean bugs on the ground or you're talking about the plaintiff?
I was on the ground. Then
And you started kicking the plaintiff?
no, he kept on coming over at me trying to jump or whatever he's doing. Then I said, get off of me and all that stuff. I don't want Buggy doing all that stuff while I'm on the ground.
Your Honor, I like to have war with my client.
Please. Because this is getting excessive. Is there anything else before when we commence? Ma'am, Miss Ayala, I am here. Is there anything else that you're going to want to add to the court session that we have today? The case that we have
Buggy
pending?
was on his phone.
Okay, just hold that. All right, so once we commence, you'll be able to offer that information. Thank you for your cooperation. All right, so court's back in session. What were you saying, Miss Ayala? Please continue.
When Buggy played something on his phone, and he see silly Sophie laugh in his face.
Who is he?
My teeth.
Marquise laughed in Buggy's face? Okay. Have you ever, Miss Ayala, have you ever heard Mr. Marquise threaten Buggy?
She doesn't know what that means.
Has he ever said, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to
Did
you?
he fight?
Have you ever heard Mr. Buggy threaten Marquise?
I don't know. I never saw.
Witness is confused. Please have a seat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Witness confused. All right. So at this point, let's. We've heard both sides. Closing remarks. Can you please? Well, you know what? Prior to doing that, I want to know, Mr. Buggy, what are you hoping to gain from today's court ruling? What do you want to happen? Please let us know.
I hope we'll come back to being friends again, and I hope this will never happen again.
Okay. Is there anything money-wise that you'd like to get from Mr. Marquise for him to pay for you being stressed out, frustrating you?
I did give him money one time.
No. Would you like me to rule, or the jury to rule in your favor so that he pays you? Because when you come to court, when somebody stresses you, harasses you, threatens you, you're able to say, hey, judge, I believe that he owes me money for all of the stress he's brought in my life. What is that monetary amount?
How much?
$5.
$5. Okay, so that's on the table, $5. Now, we are closing, going to our closing statements. All right, we're almost at the end. Any last statements you'd like to put on the record regarding the case today? Any last comments? If none, you rest your case. Because this is the last time for you to talk to the jury and tell them, hey, you want to plead your case. Last thing you're going to say before they make a ruling.
Marquise, what do you gain out of harassing Buggy?
Is it fun for you to harass Buggy? Does it make you excited?
And why do you do it?
Yeah, it makes me excited.
Why does it make you excited?
Your client is an idiot.
He just shot himself in the foot all the way around.
Marquise, why does it make you excited?
Because it's cute.
No comment?
Yes.
Great, closing remarks. Mr. Andre Ivy, I don't know where you got your client from. I don't know how this, because you seem like you're very intelligent. I've seen you present other cases before the court, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really, really disappointed in what I've seen today. This has been something out of a zoo. All right, Mr. Ivy, closing remarks, please. Any last words?
Just want to say, Buggy.
Yes.
Okay. If not if, would you like to be friends with, like to be nice to Kesey again? Hard to see.
I do.
And if you would you like to start a clean new slate as if nothing ever happened? Start all over.
No.
No? I rest my case.
All right. So, is it now?
It's Monday. I gotta go to work.
T.
Would you like to approach the bench?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
He hurt Buggy so much because he's silly, he's funny,
So who's starting you?
and stuff.
I think you've been paid off. Can you sit over
And they're
there?
crazy.
Okay, can you sit over there, please? Thank you. All right, so, jury, have you made a determination in your ruling today?
Yes.
All right, so, head juror, can you please state what you guys have decided upon? Is Mr. Marquise guilty or not guilty based on the facts presented before the court today?
The jury would like to oppose a mistrial.
Mistrial. Do you all book lawyers?
And the reasoning is because the defendant here admitted to knowing his lawyer outside so they have a personal friendship.
What happened?
Kesey said when you guys are spending time together.
What happened?
But he won!
Courtroom.
Order in the court!
Wait a minute.
Order in the court! Order in the court! Okay, so the ruling at this point, it went from a mistrial to a ruling of guilty. Mr. Marquise, because you and your lawyer have a personal relationship, you guys on the down low, you admitted it in court, you admitted it on court, you are going to jail, sir. Not only are you going to jail, wait, baby, before you arrest him.
And he owes
Before you go to
$5
jail,
debt.
you owe Mr. Buggy $5, okay? So, can you arrest him, please?
Hey, now they on America's Most Wanted. Both of them.
Hey, court is adjourned.